What's up, everybody? It's PJ Max here. So the other day, I was scrolling through the live on YouTube, and I saw the most disgusting stuff, man. Disgusting, man. It was the most. It's just really nasty behavior. And it's this guy. He's on his live. He's trying to make some arguments against Christianity, and and he has these live calls with Christians, and he's just screaming at them, making fun of them, calling them stupid morons. Your whole belief is. But if you actually came calm, let us go over what the verses said, with the context of the chapter you're reading instead of just one verse. Then you could get a better understanding of it potentially. But yeah, he was making fun of people and putting them down. Didn't give them really any chance to even say anything. So this is what we're reading today. He was there was another verse that he brought up, but this is the main one I'm gonna go over right now. This is the verse. This is where Jesus is talking Matthew 7:16, Jesus talking to his disciples, talking about how. Let me just read it. And I'll tell you the truth. Some standing here right now will not die before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. And so my thoughts on this idea, this verse right here, with the context of the chapter. If you go a few verses before, that was chapter 16, verse 28. If you go to it's chapter 16, verse. If you're talking about what it's really talking about, it's not talking about actual physical death. That Jesus said to his disciples, this is verse 24, and I think it's going to be through verse 26. We'll read all the way verse 27. 24 to 27. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross, and follow me. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Is there anything worth more than your soul? For the Son of Man will come with his angels in the glory of his Father, and will judge all people according to their deeds. And so, taking that one verse, the very last verse of Matthew chapter 16, and he's just trying to make fun of them, and not even letting anybody get a word in. I wish I knew the YouTuber's name, because people like that you don't want to have a conversation with a person like that. It was the most disgusting behavior. You're not trying to get any understanding. You're just hating. You're just spreading your hate. Not trying to get any understanding. When Jesus is talking about, when he says, some of here standing right here will not die before they see the Son of Man, him coming back for Judgment Day. There's a place called Limbo, right? I believe you got heaven, there's hell, and there's a place in between. And so when they died physically, he sent them to the place called Limbo, or at least that's what I've heard it's called. but it's this in between place. So hell is eternal death, eternal damnation, eternal judgment. Everything that you wouldn't want to live, that's what hell is. All right. So before anyone in his time is sent to hell, before judgment, they're going to be in a place where they're not eternally damned, but nobody is saying nobody's going to see hell until he comes back. That's what I'm saying. And so when he comes back, because he's going to raise people from the dead, because they're in limbo, he's going to raise people from the dead and then judge them. That's how it works. I wish I knew the other chapter he brought up, or the other verse he brought up, because he didn't mention a chap. He mentions the chapter, but he doesn't go into the context of the chapter. You know what I'm saying? It was the most disgusting behavior, man. Disgusting. Like, just read the Bible. If you want to hate, and you want to like really hate, because I don't go out of my way to try to go out and hate a Muslim, hate a Jew, hate Zoroastrian, or hate a Buddhist, or whatever, you know. I just say I don't believe in that. If you believe in that, that's whatever. I believe if I'm called to live this life, this is what I'm living, dude. Why you hating? Why you hating? If you don't care about it, just stay out the way. Be quiet. Do your own thing. Live your life. But you have a whole YouTube channel hating on Christians. That's how much hate they have, dude. Wake up, people. They hate y'all. Everybody is hating on people, man. Stay out the business, man, if you don't believe it. But that's how it is in Revelation. You'll be judged. Well, the Lord talks about this all through. If you believe in him, you will be judged just like him, or not just like him, or even worse than him. So, like, it was the most disgusting behavior, y'all. Disgusting. Alright, y'all. I'll catch you on the flip side. Subscribe.